Hello everyone, this is Cynthia with F.F.T helping others. How are you? Sorry I didn't come to you yesterday. I think I didn't come to you yesterday or the day before that, but it's okay. It's been a little bit trialing. I think it has been. It's been a little bit trialing, but you know what? Sometimes God has to pull you back a little bit and remind you why you do the things that you do, you know? It's not that you're not doing the right things. It's just that sometimes he has to remind you, hey, Kimberly, how are you? Sometimes he has to remind you of why you're carrying a little bit of the scars that you do. You know, hey, Julie, hey, Malik, hey, Laura, how are you? You guys are amazing. Let me tell you why you guys are amazing. I'm going to wave back at you because I love waving back. I love those little waves. Hey, Michelle, how you doing? I love the waves. I love the waves. And you know what? Tell me where you're from because I love to see those. I'm from Michigan. I'm from Pennsylvania. I'm from the United Kingdom. I'm from Uganda. I'm from here. I'm from there. I love to see that. I love to see a whole bunch of, I'm from Connecticut. I'm from Georgia. I'm from here. I'm from there. I love to see that. It's the most inspiring thing to me. But let me tell you what. It's funny because I had a dream. I was telling, Pastor Joy the other day. I was just telling her that today. That I had a dream that God was revealing to me about my scars and my wounds that I was having. And I also told Pastor Kelly about this, that, he revealed to me about the wounds that I had about 17 years ago. And sometimes the wounds that you have are not yours. You don't carry those wounds for yourself. You carry them for somebody else. Hey, Sarah. And you're not carrying those wounds that you thought you were carrying for a very long time for you. It's funny because you think, oh man, I carried these wounds for a very long time and boy, they hurt. Somebody hurt me. And you're thinking to yourself, man, I'm carrying such wounds, such hurt, such pain for such a long time. And you're thinking to yourself, I'm carrying these for myself. That is so not true. Hi, Michaela. I'm not carrying these wounds for me. I'm carrying them for somebody else. So that you can be a voice for somebody else. That's why you're carrying the wounds. You're carrying them for somebody else. And that's exactly what he told me in my dream. He told me, what'd you think? You were carrying those wounds for you? No. You're carrying those wounds so you can be a voice for somebody else. That's where you're carrying. Them wounds that you have, guys, you're carrying it so you can be a voice for someone else. And you want to be able to be a voice for someone else. This domestic violence rally is not about us. It's not about me. It's not about anyone else, guys. This is about being able to be a voice for the voiceless. It's about being able to carry on a torch for those who have lost their lives, those who have been, for the homicides that are countless and large, those who are not here anymore, those who we lose, those who, how can we put our heads on our beds every single day? And it's seriously, guys, to be serious, I can't put my head on my bed every single day and just lay down and say, you know what, I'm good. I have a roof over my head. I have a large tummy that's got food. I'm all good. I have lights on. I have water running. It's all good. That's a shame to society. It's a total shame to society. Hey, Don. Hey, Ashley. It's a total shame to society to say that there's a child that's being hurt. There's women out there that are being raped and abused. There's Latinas that are out there that are being human trafficked. That's a shame to society. It's a shame. It's a crying shame that we are sitting here and that we are utilizing our time for other things that shouldn't be. It's a crying shame that we are utilizing our good earned time for other things. And to be honest, I won't do it. I'm not going to utilize my time for other things, and I won't be victimized again, but I'm not going to use my good earned time when I should be using my good earned time for people who need to be saved, for people who should be taken out of sex trafficking, of being raped, of being abused, of being hurt. You know, that's where my time should be spent. And we have to be able to be a good voice for them. And let me tell you what. This is what Pastor Joy had said to me today. She said, "Can God trust your pain that's showing great faith?" That's what she said to me. Boy, can God trust you with that? I want to know that I can be trusted with that pain, with that hurt, with that time, with that talent. I want to learn. I'm not going to sit here and waste my time with other things. I'm going to be trusted with that pain. I'm not going to sit here and waste my time with other useless things. I want to be able to say, you know what? I'm going to go to every single representative. I'm going to go with every single police officer. I'm going to go to every single person who can hear me as loud as I can. And even if I have to be the one person who's sitting there on the Capitol steps or in the Washington Monument or in the Lincoln Memorial and just sit down and say, you know what? I'm not going to let any more children be raped or molested. I'm not going to let any more women be molested or hurt. I'm not going to let any more of this happen, because you know what? My wounds, they were utilized for a better purpose. They're utilized for a better purpose. They are. Your wounds are used for a better purpose. Think about that. Are they utilized for a better purpose? Mine are. Mine are used for that. You know, think about what your wounds are used for. You know, I know a lot of you have lost a loved one, and you have to think, man, I know that I was hurt. And if you lost a loved one, utilize that wound and say, you know what, I'm going to keep calling until these people hear me, because I know that this is wrong. This is wrong. What's happening? It's wrong. You have to think to yourself, what are you going to waste your time with? Petty ambitions? Petty things of this world? I'm not going to let things of this petty world keep taking up my time, my actions, and my services for things of this world. I'm not going to do it. I'm just not. I have better things to do in my life, and I have service that I have to gain. I'm not going to waste my time with it. You know? And I know that John and Trisha and Nancy and Dana and Dawn and Ashley and all these people who are coming in here, you guys all have better time and talent to waste to sit here and be a voice. You have a voice. You have wounds that you want to expand to all that. Exactly. Like Dawn says, you can call your Congress, you can call your senators, you can do more. And, you know, if you are wasting your time and then you keep going on there and typing and sending off these little memes and all this other stuff, well, you know, help those who are... No. You have to be and give action. Action behind that. Give action. It's always about action. Hey, Janet. We have to be people of action. But I'm not going to waste my time to be victimized again. I'm going to go ahead and be a person of action. I'm going to be a person of action going forth and being a person who sits there and say, I'm going to be a person of action regardless of what happens in my life. I'm going to be a person of action from this moment on, or from that person on. I'm going to trust in every single wound that God gives me, because those wounds don't belong to me anymore. These wounds don't belong to me anymore. They belong to you guys. Every single wound that I have been placed beyond me, before me, they don't belong to me. They belong to the people who I have responsibility for. I have responsibility to every single person who is before me. And I have responsibility to every single person. If I'm putting videos in front of me, and I put my face in front of you guys, I have a responsibility. You know? I have a responsibility to you guys to say, you know what? You guys are important. That means that you guys have to be there. You guys have to, you know, get volunteers. You guys have to, you know what? I want to make sure that you guys make it. Because you're beautiful. You're lovely. You're wonderful. God loves you. And I love you. You know? And regardless of whatever things happen, you know what? I'm important to you. And you guys are important to me. Regardless of what happens. Hey, Yolanda, how are you doing? You know? I'm going to sit here and keep working. And even if I'm the only person, the one person who wears my purple shirt and is out there, and I'm sitting on the Lincoln steps, then I'll be the one person. But I'm good. But I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Because guess what? It'll be a party of one. Who's the party of one? That guy upstairs. Hey, Catherine, how you doing? It'll be that party of one. Because it's always going to be a party of one for me. It's always a party of one. And I hope that every single one of you understand that. That's a party of one. You know, it's not a party of a billion. It's a party of one. Yeah. Thank you, Nancy. What are we working for, guys? What are we working for? We're working to save others. Okay? We're working to save others, guys. Your pain and your wounds are to save other people. That's what we're here to do. Save others. Help others. Okay? Help others. How can you lay your head in a pillow and not save other people? How can you lay your little head in a pillow and go, okay, well, my stomach is full of food. There's the lights are on, you know. But a child is being molested in that second. 20 people are being abused within a minute. 241,000 people are going in a hospital every single second. Come on, guys. Do the math. $671 billion come out of your pocket. I gave you guys the figures. Come on, there's 7.5 billion people in this world. 7.5 billion people. So 241,000 people out of the 7.5 billion are coming out of that are abused. That doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Thanks, Catherine. Hi, Catherine. Hi, Debbie. Just doesn't make sense to me. Doesn't make sense. Don't let your head come down on that pillow without thinking about those numbers. Say, man, how could that be true? In my county alone, 1,254 women are being abused. 1,254 women. 303 men. That's my county. Just my county. Montana is nuts. There's so many men and women that are getting homicides. So many homicides in Montana. But the state decides they want to turn their backs and go. They do this all the time. How can we turn our backs on homicides, guys? How can we turn our backs and say no? See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. We just don't want to hear it or speak of it or turn our backs on it. North Carolina has the highest counts of domestic violence or abuse in all the states, I think. North Carolina. Montana's number 3. How can we turn our backs? Hey, Greg, we can't keep turning our backs and say, oh, no, it's all good. The United States is all good. I don't even want to look in Mexico. I don't even know what's going on over there. Sex trafficking is the worst in Latinos than any other place. Here in the United States, we are sex trafficking our Latinos. Here in the United States, we sex traffic. Do you understand that? We sex traffic our Latinos, our children that are Latinos, and our young children who are Latinos. Not only are Latinos, we sex traffic anyone who doesn't speak a language. Men or women who, they just sex traffic them. And this is, it's unbelievable. Unbelievable the things that we do. But we have to wake up. We have to say, you know what? Enough is enough. We have to understand that we not only are children of God, but that we are children all together. And we have to start helping one another and saying, you know what? I'm just not going to cover my eyes anymore. I have to wake up. Things are happening around me. Is something going on here? Hey, Sue. Hey, Greg. Hey, Isabella. there's something going on and someone's not telling me something. Something's secret. Something not going on here. Let me talk to my senator. Let me talk to my representative. Is something secret? Something's going on. I need to talk to somebody. You have to talk to your senators, your representatives, your directors, your superintendents, your Commonwealth attorneys, and ask them. Say, hey, what's the directive? In case something happens to our non-speaking, people who are going through domestic violence, what is the directive for that? What happens when they domestically being abused? Is there a number they can call? What happens to that? Let me know. What is the highest count of, sex trafficking here in our county? What is the highest count of sex trafficking in our United States or in our state? What's sex trafficking here? Do we have it? Do you have the numbers? Give me the statistics. Let me know. Let them ask questions. What's the domestic violence here in the United States, in our county, in our state? Can you give me those numbers? Let me know. I want to know. It doesn't hurt to ask. Ask. You can call those numbers and ask. Doesn't hurt. Just ask. Call the clerk's office, the county clerk's office, and say, hey, I just want to find out how many people have been, hurt and abused from domestic violence. How many sex offenders? How many assaults? They'll probably tell you, call your police department. Call the police department. How many people have been hurt from sexual assault? They'll probably send you right back to the sheriff's department. If you know that you're getting tossed around too many times, that's when you're going to have to call your senator. That's a problem. It's a problem, guys. It's not a problem if you're getting tossed around from one place to another, then you know that there's an issue. You know there's an issue. If you're getting tossed around too many times, there's an issue. You understand? An issue. Listen, this wasn't like I wanted to get on here and give you guys a dreary disposition. I wanted to come in and be positive. But I definitely wanted to give you an awareness and let you guys know, listen, there's a problem going on in my state. There's a problem going on in Virginia, a problem going on in Montana, North Carolina. I want to let you know. Texas, what's going on? I wanted to let you know what's going on in your state so you could be aware. Right. Start at your lowest level, go up to your greatest. You always want to start at your lowest council members, assembly leaders. You want to go up to your lowest. Start off really low, go up really high. It's really good, Greg. You always want to let them know. Start off low. I always started off with Aquacon supervisors. Then I kind of migrated up. Commonwealth attorney. Hey, do you know this? And actually, sometimes you can get the statistics yourselves, make a nice little packet and go talk to them, and they wouldn't even know. You let them know about Tina's law. Let them know about Brittany's law. Let them know about Laura's law. Come on, you guys can actually go into some of our groups and pull out those laws yourself because we have them there, guys. If you go into our groups, go into the Virginia group, go into the Montana group, go into our Georgia group. We have them there, guys. If you guys need to know about those laws, we can let you know about those laws, guys. If you don't know about those laws, ask me, and I'll give you some of those PDFs. Learn your laws. Learn Tina's law. Learn Brittany's law. Learn Laura's law. And when you go talk to them, say, hey, do you know about Tina's law? Do you know about Brittany's law? Do you know about Laura's law? They'll sit there and scratch their heads and go, what is that? What is Tina's law? What is Laura's law? What is Tiffany's? What is, Laura's law, Tiffany's law, Brittany's law? They'll be so astounded that you know some kind of law and go, what? Did you know that 160 Republicans, and listen, I'm not about politics. I don't like it. I don't like politics. I always drop it on the floor. But 160 Republicans just vetoed and voted against the Violence Against Women's Act. Ask them. Say, hey, I want to find out why you voted against the Violence Against Women's Act. Did you know that the Violence Against Women's Act actually helps out women who have been domestically abused? And not only women, men too. It helps out with children who have been molested and abused. It helps out with grants to help them. And the only reason why it got vetoed is because of the NRA. Now, mind you, I am a gun member. I am a gun member, people. I am. But if there's a boyfriend loop on that, then they vetoed it. So they vetoed that because of the grants that are in there and things like that. Now, originally, that law or that judicial law got started by Nidia Velazquez in New York. And not one representative, not one senator actually signed in New York. Not one. Not one person from Jersey. So you got to ask them. Say, why did you vote on this? Why did you veto? I want to find out why. Ask them. Sit down with them. Ask them hard questions. Say, let me know what was in it that upset you that you wouldn't want to. Say, you really sit down and read what is in the Violence Against Women's Act. And let them find out. Let them actually explain to you why. What was in it. Say, do you know that it helps out women who have been domestically abused? You have to really sit down with them. And I don't have a problem with any Democrat or any Republican. I'm not against any or. I'm not. Listen. Domestic violence rally is a non-political affiliated anything. Because let me explain. Violence has no race, has no age, and it has no gender. It hits everybody equally. So it hits everyone. Hey, Robert. Hey, Kaylee. And hey, PJ. It hits everyone equally. It is a non-bias. It is a non-gender. It hits everyone. It doesn't have a color. It doesn't have a race. You can be a male and it hits you just as hard as a woman. Actually, I've seen a lot of men who have been domestically abused just as much as a woman can. And women can be vicious. Vicious. They could be a domestic violent women that could hit a man hard. Really hard. And they can definitely abuse just as hard as a man can. So there's no political affiliation to this. But ask them, why did you not want to? So you want to make sure to ask them these questions. I'll see you later, Greg. No worries. So, my question is this. God can trust your pain. He can trust it. That's showing your great faith. He can trust you. So ask yourself, what in your pain can God trust? What in your pain? Okay? I know that in my pain I can trust it. Why? Because I'm here for you. I'm here for you. And like always, I love you. You are beautiful. You are lovely. I love you. And like always, God loves you too. All right? I'm here for you guys. Please get in contact with me about the domestic violence rally. We definitely need some sound system. We need security. We need people to volunteer. Your volunteer efforts are so important. And get in contact with us about anything that you would like to do. If you're in your local state and you would like to be a part of this, find your local state page. We have them and they're available. Whether you're in Pennsylvania, whether you're in Maryland, whether you're in Montana, whether you're everywhere. Just go ahead and type in your local state. It'll say local state, whether it's Montana, and then go ahead and type in Montana Domestic Violence Rally 2019. So go ahead and type in your local state, and then whatever it says after that, Domestic Violence Rally, okay? And find your local state. Get involved, okay? And if you want to talk to me directly, just go ahead and messenger me. If I don't get in contact you immediately, I will definitely get one of my directors to do that. Okay? Again, you're beautiful. You're lovely. I love you. And definitely God loves you too. Okay, guys. I'll see you later. Bye.